trucks, the city cars that the meter maids rode, and we had one heck of a campaign going on, and it helped to reduce crime and the violence and drugs in our community way back when. Just Say No, as corny as some folks thought that was. But it was the effort. It was the effort of the community uniting behind it, because folks were sick and tired of being sick and tired of what was happening in our community, and they wanted to get involved somehow. And just like now, back then and now, they were concerned about being in harm's way. There are people that want to call and want to be kept anonymous and are willing to help, and there are some that are almost afraid to do so. We're asking that, one, we're guaranteeing you that we're going to take every effort we can, working with Mayor Dennis P. Williams, working with the Wilmington Police Chief Dunning and the police department, that the efforts of aggressive policing to deal with the problem, of which we all encourage strongly, to get our community cleaned up. Whatever it takes, whatever it takes. We must stand by them, but we want them being alert and astute to the kind of public relations things that have to be done in the community that we want to help with, and the manner in which they pursue and deal with the situations as they approach them, or something that they suspect is a situation that need be addressed. We have a fine police department here in Wilmington. We have great police officers. God knows we need help, and I'm hoping and praying that state police is going to come back in and be helpful. County police is going to be helpful, and if need be, as I said, if I was the mayor, by order, the National Guards would have been on our streets in some of these hot spots where they're having all these shootouts. If I got to post one on every corner till we break it up, a National Guardsman with his rifle, helmet, and ready to shoot. If that's what it's going to take, I'll be ready to do that under my watch. I'm not the mayor, I can't make that call, and I'm going to support the mayor as he goes forward with aggressive measures, and he steps up the ante, which he said he's ready to do and he's going to be doing. So I hope that's going to impact it and get a handle on it. I stand behind him and ready to support him in every way that I possibly can. Ed does also, and Sammy Congo and others that we work with. This poster billboard campaign has been a brainchild of something I wanted to bring forward. And after talking with Ed about it, it was agreed that, matter of fact, Ed suggested it, why don't we let Kingcenter sponsor this? Since you're familiar with it all, you've been there before, you're part of the other campaign, why don't we let Kingcenter sponsor it? So Kingcenter is sponsoring this, and we're asking for partners to join us to be helpful. Sammy Congo is already in the Congo group and made a commitment. We need you, my friends. We need the Hope Commission. We need the Urban League. We need the sororities and fraternities. So we're going to be making an effort. The clergy, IMAC, thank you, brother. We're going to need everybody joining in to help suppress and reduce the violence in our community. What you see on the screen now is what that billboard is going to look like. That phone number, 888-1800, is a very easy number to remember. Very, very easy number to remember. You plant it in your subconscious and you see something going on, something needs to be reported, don't stop and do it or pull over and grab your cell phone. Get a safe distance away. If it's something down the corner, something in your block, go on in the house as you ordinarily do. And you go in and you're out of harm's way. And then from there, you be a part of it all. You make that call. And you anonymously share with the person that's answering that phone number what you've seen or what you suspect or what's going on. Can you please get a car over there to see what's going on? And hopefully that the police department will be beefed up as this is coordinated and be able to respond in ample time and be able to get on top of that situation. If it is a crime about to be committed, shots about to be fired, whatever the case may be, that they can be on top of it. Not only put the fire out, but if there are folks there doing illegal things, be able to make an arrest if necessary. And God forbid if they have guns on their person, handle that situation however they must. We must get a lot of the guns off the persons of people on the streets of Wilmington. And many of them aren't drug dealers. They're people who, some say to me, I got my burner, as they call it. And Mr. Holloway, I keep it because of so much going on. And I'd rather have it and have a fair shot. If they pull up and try to rob me or take my car or something, he said, I'd rather have to go to court and defend it, and I can shoot back and try to make them get away from me or take them down and allow me to remain safe. At least I feel better with it. I don't feel that way. I can understand what they say, and I don't have one. I don't carry a gun on my person. I know a lot of folks that do. I know folks that carry legal weapons, legal guns on their person. Some of them you would be surprised that could grab their gun and go to shooting back in a heartbeat. As some of you that are out there that are caught up in the crime and the violence and the shootings. God knows we don't want to see Wilmington turn into Dodge City. We're not asking Mayor Dennis P. Williams to become Marshall Dillon. It's not what we're talking about. We're talking about a major problem that is a national epidemic that has hit every urban city across this country. Every one of them. And many of them per capita, per population, per people, many of them have far more violence, shootings, and murders than what we have here based on the population that we have versus theirs. Their homicides and shootings is way out of hand. Large cities like Philadelphia, like Chicago. I think Chicago is leading the nation now with the violence and shootings. And it's a problem. It's a problem. With all that people are attempting to do. I hear Commissioner Philadelphia, his name escapes me now, but the Commissioner of Philadelphia, anyway, it come to me, but I hear him doing a promo on WDAS, which I listen to all the time, FM radio. And he's on every 15 minutes asking the citizens of Philadelphia to get involved and help them become a part of helping to solve the crime and violence and murders in Philadelphia. Name on tip of my tongue, and I'm still trying to call it. I'm going to leave it alone. Ramsey, Commissioner Ramsey of Philadelphia. He's on a promo that they run every 15 minutes and sometime even between the 15 minutes, calling on Philadelphians to hang in, support, help us out with this. We're all in it together. And that's all Ed Osborne and I are saying. Sammy Congo and others, the mayor, we're all in it together. We're all in it together. As I closed on this subject, as I talked about it earlier, the bottom line is we need you helping from a safe distance, We're going to talk with the police officers about a call coming in. Don't go to somebody's house knocking on the door. Leave them alone, deal with the situation. And if you need other information because they've gone or walked off or whatever, if you can get it by calling them back, however, trace of the phone call, fine. And if not, hopefully they left the scene and there was no major violence. We just have to let it go. Don't put people, our police officers, Wilmington's finest, we cannot allow our citizenry to be placed in the middle of that being identified. And the minute the police officers leave, and they see whose house that they came a knocking on the door, then right away they're ready to throw a brick or start shooting through the window to send a warning to that person who made the call. Be a part of it all. Make the call. 888-1800. Okay, Alvin, if I can, I want to go out and take a short break. Allow me to clear my head on that one for a minute. I want to shift some gears. And from there, I want to come back and talk about LAPA, Wilmington Housing Authority. Stay tuned. Don't touch that dial. Be right back.
Osborne's Auto Repair, serving downtown Wilmington for 30 years. Delaware State certified in auto emissions. We do tune-ups, brakes, air conditioning, all car needs. Stop in and see Ed Osborne or his son, Ed Osborne Jr. That's Osborne's Auto Repair, 658-0377, or visit us on the web at osbornesauto.com. Stop in and see Osborne's.
Discover the new Moyer Academy in Wilmington, a public charter school for middle and high school students ready to realize their full potential. A low student-to-staff ratio ensures each child receives the education he or she deserves, encouraging academic success with an emphasis on personal responsibility. Moyer instructional methods include both traditional classroom and teacher-enhanced online courses. Moyer's two-building campus features smartboard technology in every class, a full computer lab, art studios, gymnasiums, and on-site physical and mental wellness programs. Year-round sports, after-school activities, and clubs, and free transportation are just a few of the extras that make Moyer the perfect choice for so many families. Is Moyer right for your 6th through 12th grader? Call 302-428-9501 today to arrange a personal visit or get to know us at a weekly open house. See our website for upcoming dates. The new Moyer Academy, recognizing and meeting the unique learning differences of each student. Discover the new Moyer.
Okay, I want to at this point again reiterate today is August the 11th and 2013. This will probably air again because of its content and the message of today that I want to get out, and I'll probably run it back. Today is August the 18th, 2013. Let me say that I want to go to Lapa for a few minutes, and I guess I'll even back up. And before I go to Lapa, let me say that I want to wish our good friend of our community, the Reverend Dr. Christopher Carey of Ezon Fair Church. Pastor Carey, I want to wish you a happy birthday. I heard him say this morning that today is his birthday, and he said his wife asked him to, what did he want to do on his birthday? And he said what he loves doing best. And she said, what was that? And he says, preaching and teaching the word. And I thought that was pretty good. He said, you know, I could have taken off today and did something with the family and had a nice time. He said, but I'll do that anyway. And I want to go to my church, my pulpit, and preach the word, teach the word. And he did that very, very well today, because I caught him this morning, and during the tail end, I was listening to my TV to Pastor Carey in one ear, and I had my window up, sitting in my bedroom by the window in my recliner, with the window up, because our good friend of New Calvary Baptist Church, the Reverend Dr. Vincent Oliver, was having another tent service out on their parking lot there, 600 block of South Hill, right across from my home, with the loudspeakers and whatnot. So they were doing the outside church service today, and I got into that one as well. And two very interesting subject matters that I heard the preachers teaching about. The gentleman, I didn't catch his name under the tent, but he was very good, who gave the message, and he preached on get in the boat, get in the boat. And he was talking about people out in that muck and mire doing what they want to do and all that, and complaining about this and that ain't right. He said, but yet you stay out there in it. Say, get into the word, get close to the Lord. And he ran it down really good. Get in the boat. Pretty sure that's the way he kind of phrased it. Get in the boat. And Pastor Carey shared something that I was really impressed with, that I hadn't heard. I guess I'll steal that catchphrase. He preached on not the Trayvon Martin thing, stand your ground, stand your ground. And he was razor sharp with it, the way he hooked it up. And he talked about people getting frustrated and stressed out and just kind of giving up and all that. But he talked about you can't give up, no matter what it is, what's coming at you, no matter what. Stand your ground, take your stand. And I like that when I hear a reference of those words, stand your ground, because stand your ground in the manner in which the Trayvon Martin, George Zimmerman situation, of which the young brother lost his life, is something that reflects, stand your ground reflects a very negative kind of a situation that allows people to be able to shoot and take a life